lovelies. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you for coming along and spending some time with me. We're doing a well, I'm starting finally the mini series that I had mentioned in the last couple of videos. Yes, we are starting it today. Yay! Actually, I've this is my second take on this video. The first one I had to free up space on my phone because I had to change the orientation of a video, and that takes up space when you go to save it, and my phone said no, can't do that, there's no space. And in my, I don't know where I was at, but trying to save that video, I had to free up the space, and I ended up deleting video, the two video segments by mistake. So here we are again. So in the first video I did one, and this is it. We are doing waterfall journals, if you're going to join me, that is. If not, join me in the process of doing these waterfall journal. Well, I'm going to do about 3 of them, maybe 4, varying in size slightly. So this is the first one that I have done. I haven't embellished it or anything, I've just, except for the cover, which I'm not sure if it's finished yet. I might add more to the cover, I don't know. But yeah, I'll quickly, if you've never done, this is the second one, which is a bit, it's a bit too full. There's too many pages. I did take 3 out, but there's still too many in there. But I think it will still work. But anyway, so I'm going to do it just to see. So I just need to, while I think of it, I just need to get this page. Alright, okay. So from my understanding, this is how the waterfall journal goes together. So from the center page, the second half of the journal is all one width. So I'll show you what I mean. We'll go to the center, which is here. So all of that, you don't need to do anything to, like, you don't need to tear any of it down. It's all these pages that you tear down and they become the waterfall. Alright, it's easier for me to do it so that you can see how it's done than really explaining it. But essentially what happens is each top layer gets smaller and smaller in width. So I wanted to get an envelope, so I just quickly grab an envelope. Okay, so essentially I'm working on A4 size, so I need to just get an A4 sheet and fold it into A5. So that will be the size of the second half of the, well, the whole journal is that size, but the top layers are smaller. Okay, so pretty much I'm using that as my height and width gauge for any papers that are going to fold bigger. And while I'm at it, I will address the elephant in the room, so to speak. I'm not injured. I have very badly, because I can't wrap this properly on here. I've got a really big, red, nasty, very ugly, angry looking bruise. I scraped my arm, would you believe, on my bra strap. And I've got old people's skin now, and all the blood just rushes to the top, and it's looking very angry. It's quite big. It's probably about that big. And in one part it's wider, and it's just really angry looking, and it doesn't look pretty. So I've just chosen to put a bandage over it, and this was the best I could do. That's all I had. So don't worry, I'm not, I haven't been assaulted, or I haven't injured myself or anything like that. I'm okay. Yeah, just sparing you the ugliness of a very angry red bruise. So I'm going to fold all my paper in half, and that's the starting point. Now, whether you fold it long ways like that, or A4 into A5, it's up to you. It depends on if you're going to do a long, skinny waterfall journal or not. I suppose I could have for this one, but I wanted to have a lot of pages in, and for this particular journal it is only one signature, and because of the nature of the top section of pages, I would suggest that you have no more than, say, 12. 15 is, yeah, you might scrape it in. Depends on how much you want to embellish it on the inside, but it's pushing it. Okay. So maybe one more of these. So the first two I've done are going to be blue themed. This one I want to do a bit more shabby chic. I'm not really sure what I'm going to put on the cover. Now, I don't know if I want that. I do want a music sheet, so I'm going to put a music sheet in. And I might start with a pink page as my back page. Okay, so then what you do is you pull your pages together, and the cover I'm using is a vintage file folder, and I just need to work out, yes. Alright, so I just need to cut that down a little bit, but I'll do that after. So that's going to be the right width. That's good. So I am going to tear down the height first up. The rest of the tearing I'm leaving until the end. Put this in like that. Might get this in this time. And I might put this one in. So how am I going to do this? I'm going to do it this way. And like that. Okay, and I'll tear this off. I'm not using it as a pocket, it's too thick. And I'm just going to trim this up a little bit before it gets too out of control. Okay, now I might put the envelope in the envelope's going to have to go in here, I think. Just going by the, I might have to change it, but I think it'll have to go in here. This one, and I've got this lovely digital. Which I might put in this way. I'm just looking at the print on it. It's got a lovely header. If I had it in the other way, most of that header would have come off. Whereas if I have it this way, I'll probably end up losing all of that, which is fine, but I'll be left with this pretty header here. Okay. And this, I'll put this in. And we will have to just refold that slightly. And for this one, I'll probably end up doing I'll fold it and I'll glue it top and bottom and open it here and have a pocket thingy happening. Maybe I might tear it off, I don't know. And then I'm going to put, I've got some lovely crinkly paper here. Pop that on there. And when I can feel it, it's starting to get too thick. So, what have we got? Get this piece in. I'll fold it this way. Now the reason why I've done that is because this has got a nice amount of print on it. So this will get left, no tearing, whereas this side, where there's not too much print, will get torn down. So I'm conserving the nicer piece of the paper by putting it in there. So now I'm just going to count my pages. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's 11. Right. I might put in one more tea-dyed paper, so that'll make 12, and that would be more than enough. Okay, so now is the cover time. So we'll get that on exactly where it needs to be. Leaving just a little bit of room at the top and bottom is good. And fold it over. Okay. As for trimming the cover off, I'm leaving until I've got all of these pages done. So in order to keep that all together, where it's meant to be, excuse me, I'm just going to put a bulldog clip on there. And I'm going to find the centre page. Which is this one. I can't do it. That's not going to work. Okay. So I'm just going to find the centre page. This pink one is the centre. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through and I'm going to take approximately an inch off. Approximately. So about there. So it's about there. So just, there's the top of it. There it is. Okay. Alright, so that's the centre. And I've just torn the top piece and then put this one over. And the easiest way to work out your next tear line is just to fold it back a little bit. Like so. And then this one, fold it back. Maybe a bit more, just a little bit more, Jen. There. You can tear it more roughly. You could use a tear ruler. That gives a really nice effect. The tear ruler gives it a really sort of grungy and much more shabby effect. Okay, so now I'm going to have an issue with my envelope. So this is what I was saying. Now the envelope now, I'm going to lose the window if I leave it there because I'll have to cut it. But I don't want to lose the window. I want to keep the window. So I'm going to move the envelope and I'm going to put the envelope in here. See? It's probably not quite as much off the purple as what could be, but that's okay. That'll be fine. So now this piece, again, I'm not using, because this is quite heavy cardstock, I'm not keeping any of this for a pocket or anything. It's too thick. Take that off there. You see this effect happening. Make sure your pages are all into the spine properly. A little bit more can come off of that, so we'll just use the ruler for this. There we go. Alright, and then this one. Now see, I'm going to lose just the bottom part of that beautiful header, which is a bit of a shame, but I might actually rather than losing it, I might, yeah, I'm going to fold it. because that's a good piece of writing paper. I'm going to leave that there as needs to be folded. No, I'm going to have to lose some of it. Oh, bugger. No, that's not, I'm not happy about that. I didn't really want to lose any of it. It's too pretty. I'm going to keep it the same width as this pink one, just so that I can have most of it. And then we've got this one here. Now, just realigning this because it's not working. Okay. And then we've got this lovely crinkly paper. Maybe a bit more. No. And again, I don't want to lose that. So what am I going to do? Right, have it so that it folds that way, and is that going to work? No. No, it's not. Okay. And I'm leaving this tea-dyed one the same width. It's crooked. There. Done. Can you see that waterfall happening with all those colours? And then you put it back on the cover, get it in position, and you work out, it's ideally the cover is meant to be the width of your most top page. but I'm going to do it the width of the next one down, just because it's a better width. There, like that. Okay, so now it's time to stitch it all in. Where is it? There it is. So, did I get stuck into things and not ask how you all were? I apologise for that. I hope you've all been well and been safe wherever you are. We've had several bushfires here in SA of late. I think they're all under control now though, so that's good. I know the one up in Flinders Ranges was going for several days. It was out of control for quite a while. And a bit of a worry for anyone in the Flinders Ranges area. Like Wilmington was struck pretty bad, I think. I don't know how many homes or anything have been lost, but I can't remember the name of the gorge, but yeah, gorge area there was struck pretty hard. Okay, now this is my awl, because I still can't find my awl. I've lost it. It's gone. I reckon it might have fallen into my bin and I've not seen it, and it got thrown out. So that was not good. So I'm doing it about, for anyone who's a bit new to this, it's about 1 inch or so from the top. 1.5 inches is pretty good, but I'm doing it 1 inch thereabouts from the top of my paper, and then in the center, which I'm eyeballing, is about there. And 1 inch from the bottom. Come on. Oh no, don't play silly buggers with me. Thank you. Now, my thread, I'm nearly out of my white, which I need to buy some more white. This is wax thread. So, and I do there's one, it's just over top and bottom, and that again, and a half. So it's a little more than 2.5 lengths of my journal. starting in this middle hole. Leaving a tail up through the top. It doesn't matter whether you go through the top or bottom. Finding my holes and then down to the bottom hole and back through the middle. And you need to have these two threads, your two tails, need one on one side of your center and one on the other side. Pull them tight, and then I do right over left. And then left over right, and do that because apparently the knot won't slip so easily. Okay, make sure you pull it tight. Yeah, you still will get this effect happening, and that's because of these shorter pages, and I suppose having this thicker page here is not helping either. But once laces and that go on, because I will embellish the edges, and so once all that happens and pockets and things get put in, that'll change, hopefully. Alright, so now we can do the cover, and I'm thinking for the cover I have got here, I'm going to do a sort of a coffee effect. So I'm going to pop that on there. I'm going to do a layered effect. So I'm going to do that first, and then I'll find an image. I'm going to put an image of some description on there. So I'm going to lay my journal out flat. I'm going to have a sip of my drink. Okay. Glue. Now you could definitely try stitching this on the machine, your cover, although I think once it's all stitched together you might find it a bit hard to do. So I'm just trying to unblock my glue. Try. That's better. So I'm just trying to get it as close to the edge as possible without getting it on my papers. Probably would be a good idea to put something underneath the cover to protect your top page, but you know, I just go in like a bull in a china shop, and that's just how I roll around here. Okay, so let's just get this on really quick, which is the right way, this way. I should have smoothed it out a bit. I'll do that this time round. Okay. Let's get the other half on. And scrap bit of paper. I haven't got any. Where's my napkins thingies? Here they are. My wet ones aren't wet anymore. The catch thingy won't close. Okay. Sewing scissors, and now I'm just going to trim this off. I'm leaving a little bit overhanging. Okay, and now so I still might need to trim some more off there, I think, because I think it doesn't need to overhang that much. I'm not worried about it being not neat. There we go. Now, I do want to put some of this on, but I'm unsure how I'm going to put it on. Like that. Maybe. I don't know, so I'm just going to leave that there. I have got some other gorgeous lace too that I would like to include in some way. Yes, and an image would be nice. But I'm not sure what image. So, like that. Or like that. I do like it. I like the pink rose in it. I think that's what is getting me, all that. Oh, now that looks just lovely, and that's kind of perfect, really, isn't it? Right, decisions made. Right, okay. So I'm gonna glue this on and then cut it. I think that's the best way to go. Like that, and then glue that on there. It's exciting. I love it when I start a new journal. I get all excited over it. There's no hope for me. Right, and now I'm going to glue this on next. So basically I'm just doing layers here. I'll work on the back in a minute. I'm just want to get the front finished. Right, let's get this on there, like that. I might have to apply some pressure to this and come back to the video, I think. Okay. My phone died, and so I had to charge it, and that was at 4 o'clock in the morning, so I decided to go to bed. And this is the first opportunity I've had to get back to the journal, and before I came back on camera I just realised that I hadn't put a closure on, so should have done that in between the cover and these layers, but I didn't. So I've hand stitched some lace, which I'm using for the closure, to the inside of the front cover, and then I've added glue and this really pretty, it's like a greyish coffee sort of colour, over the top all the way down, and I had to just let that dry properly before I could do anything else. So that's done, and now I'm going to just work out how much of this lace I need for the closure. I'd like to do 2 wraps around, so I'm going to, and I'm going to, what I'm going to do is, because I haven't got anything in it apart from paper at the moment, I'm going to do it a little bit loose, so that will give me some leeway for growth, and I'm going to cut it off there. So, and also while I was away I found some really pretty little flowers which I thought I might add on. I love these flowers. These are the velvet millinery flowers, like velveteen sort of colour, fabric, because they're material and they've got a nice velvety feel to them. I love them. Alright, so that's the cover. I don't know what I'm going to do with the end of this. I have to do something pretty with it. And then I added some scrap of the, that was the other part of the invoice that I cut off. I've added that to there. So now keep working on here. I might use some of this. On here. I'm not sure how. And while I was away, I've edited the video so far, and it was at 48 minutes. So I don't have a lot of time to be playing around with this now. So I want to try and get it all done on the video. So if I go over the hour a little bit, I am terribly sorry, but it is what it is. If I go that way. No, I'm not putting that on. I've got it here. Oh, I could use some of this. I don't have much at hand. But I do like this. It's got a nice sheen to it, and I do quite like it. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to just cut some off or tear it off. Okay. Really should stitch this on, but that's all right. All right, I'm going to do it. I'm going to go for it. And I think I'm going to use this braid. Okay. Try and get the come out. Here we go. And I have got some of this gorgeous lace here. I want to put this on as well. Come on. I want you to go where I want you to go. You need to cooperate with me, please. Yes, I'm going to put it there. Making a decision as quickly as I possibly can. This is one of my hand-dyed pieces. I've done it by hand. Okay. Can use that somewhere else. And I'll put a bit of glue on this bit. All right, that's that done. And alrighty, little flowers. Now I have to get these off. So now the little flower's probably going to fall apart. Yeah. If we can keep it all together, just work out where it's going. I think I'll start up here. No, I'll put this one down here while I think about the top section. Okay, come on. Okay, so we're coming to the end of the video. Yay, finally. Yeah, I know you're all thinking, oh my god, this video is so long. Sorry, I am so sorry. I should have done the cover separate. And I did think about splitting the video, but I decided in the end to put it all together. So anyway, it's turning out really lovely, and I'm sure once the pages are embellished, it's going to look really quite awesome. If you've been inspired by this style of journal and what I've created, comment below under the video here. Excuse me, I've got a frog in my throat. Yeah, comment below under the video, and that would be really appreciated if you could do that. It does help the YouTube algorithm, which is rather cantankerous and isn't overly friendly. So if my videos get a comment as well as a thumbs up and subscription and whatever, it all helps. And yeah, so I've had a lot of fun doing these waterfall journals, and yeah, I'm looking forward to finishing all 3 of them. I'm not sure if I will end up doing any others. Maybe I might leave it at 3. 3 is a good number. So, yeah, but they're all going to be different in their appearance and just how much I do embellish them. So this one will probably be the most sort of probably the most embellished, or the most shabbiest. I'm not really sure, but yeah, I'm pretty sure that this one will have the most done with it. So it's I'm feeling really good about this particular one, and the first one I did, I'm not too sure about that second one. It is quite a full journal already, and I might have to take another couple of pages out. I don't know, we'll see. I'll see how I go, and you'll eventually see how that one eventuates as well. So this was a lot of fun to do. Okay, so it's done. A little bit on the back, and my name thingy will go on the back here somewhere. I don't know where. I tend to put it where it looks best on the back, depending on what I've done on the cover, so I don't have a designated spot for it. I just need to trim this bit off. There we go. And so I just need to work out what to do on the inside back cover. I haven't done that yet, but the next video will be adding some pockets, I guess, and yeah, just adding some lace, embellishing pages, doing the back cover, and during a what's in the box video I will make cards and stuff for the journal, and then we'll have another video for the mini series where we're adding all the bits into the journal once it's finished. And I've got to add something on the end of that to make it look pretty, but that's essentially it. So, and the other two journals I'll do off camera, and I'll do a show and tell when they're all done. All right, so please comment below and tell me what you thought of this journal so far. I'd appreciate it. Love to you all, and peaceful blessings, everybody. Stay safe wherever you are, and make the most of your crafting time. Bye for now.